Hello, hello, everyone. Is anybody out there? Ooh. Okay. I'll wait a couple more seconds for some people are popping in. Yay! Hi from sunny and warm Tucson. Hello, Bead Society of Central New York. I don't know who that is. Is that Kathy? Is that Christine? Whoever's watching, thanks for tuning in. Team Leslie is doing their first ever live from Tucson. Aloha. Hey, this is Leslie Pope, creative designer at the BEADSMITH, here to bring you my latest component bracelet, the AMOS Links bracelet. As always, you can find the pattern in the I Love Beads section under symbols. It should be available today. It's a very quick project. I love doing components because you can do so many things with it. And as you see, here is all you need to do. It is 7 rows. 7 rows. That's it. We're going to be using 2 cymbal metal elements. We're going to be using the AMOS bead substitute, where you glue in a flat black crystal, and the connectors are called the Alana 2. And it was really fast, a lot of fun, and connected with our favorite finding, the partially finished bracelet ends. Here is my gold version, as I had to do at least 2 colors. So if you have any questions, just put them in the chat, and my partner in crime, Leslie Rogowski, will be happy to answer any questions you might have. So to do this project, you're going to need 2 different colors of size 8s, the Alana 2 ending. It's a very cute ending for size 8 beads. The AMOS bead substitute. Here it is without a flat back, and here it is with the flat back glued in for some extra sparkle. Some 5mm open jump rings, partially finished bracelet ends, one of our favorite findings. And here's the 16SS flat back crystals. Okay, then the tools you're going to need are the hypo cement for gluing in the flat back crystals, my snips for the 6-pound Eslon Fire, and 2 pairs of pliers. I like the micro grip because they're small, they fit into my hand, and they're good for picking up small dainty things like jump rings. So, without further ado, we're going to get started. You're going to start off with your 30 inches of Eslon Fire, and your first row is going to be an 8, and you're going to sew through the first Alana leg, and another 8, which it's easier to put your 8 in there when you start, just so you can sew straight through and not have any little glitchies here. Here we go. Come on, out the other side, and out the other side. And you're going to pick up one more size 8. And that is technically row number 1. So then we're going to square stitch 5 size 8s across the row, including going through the first and second leg of the Alana ending. So that's number 1. And number 2, you might have to go at an angle. Whoops. You might have to go through an angle to get it through the finding. You can snug it up later. It's just we're dealing with metal, and so metal is only going to give so much. There we go. Okay, I'm going to my pliers. There we go. All right, so that's number 2. Number 3 is going to be the 8 in the middle. Number 4 is going to be the second leg. Same thing, I'm going to have to go in at an angle. There we go. And then number 5 is going to be the 8 on the outside of the leg. And that's row 2. So when you're doing square stitch, you always have to lock your rows. So you do that by sewing through the row above, in this case row 1, and then sewing out through row 2. Boom. Alrighty. So row 3 is just going to be 5 more 8s, and then row 4 we're going to add the AMOS substitute. So I'm going to do my presto changeo and go down to row 4. As you see, we have one more row of 5 8s, and then we're going to start with 2 size 8s, and then we're going to add the bead substitute. The shank on the bead substitute is the same size as a size 8 Mayuki, so that's why it fits in so nicely. And the same thing, we're just going to square stitch this on, and then I'm going to square stitch 2 more size 8s on the other side. Number 1 and number 2. And then we're going to lock these 2 rows. So I'm going to go into the previous row, try not to skip any beads, or just skip the bead. There we go. And then out through the row we just added. And there we have added the bead substitute. Get that sparkle. So your next thing would be to add 2 more rows of just size 8s, and then we're going to add the ending. So presto changeo number 2. I have completed row 5 and row 6, and then row 7 is going to be your ending row, and that's when you're going to add the second bead ending, the Alana. So we're going to square stitch 1 size 8, we're going to grab our next ending and do the same thing. So leg number 1, at an angle. And if you have trouble, just grab your pliers and pull your needle through. And then we're going to square stitch that to the next 8. At an angle. Here we go. Snug it up. Our center 8 in between the 2 legs. And the second leg. I probably should have used a shorter needle. Sometimes that helps, but there we go. Second leg is there. There we go. And then our last 8. Okay. Then we're going to lock our row. I mean, look how fast this is. I'm trying to go slow, but it's still pretty fast. And that is your first link. Whee! So then you would tie off your working thread. I usually go back through a few rows, adding a half hitch knot here or there. And then if this was at the actual beginning, you would take off your stop bead and also secure that in. Yes, that was me waving on the on the booth tour video, because we're all one big happy family. So there you go. That is your AMOS link. And I used 2 different colors. You could use more. I made, I believe, how many did I make of each? 1, 2, 3, 4. I made 5 of each color. But you could use more than one color, use less. The caveat with using the partially finished bracelet in is your beadwork has to at least measure wrist bone to wrist bone, so you'll be able to slide your partially finished bracelet in on and off of your wrist. For a little extra added security, I actually connected my links with 2 jump rings, just so you don't, I was pulling them out too easily, so that's what I did. And then to give a little more length, I added some extras on each side before I also attached it to one end of the partially finished bracelet ending. So there we have it. That is the new AMOS Links bracelet. I hope everyone enjoyed that. I know that was pretty fast, but we are out in Tucson and it's kind of busy and it might have been a little noisy, and I hope everyone could hear me. So until next time, when we will be back on on Philly soil, remember you can find all of the beads, tools, symbol endings, thread at your favorite bead reseller. Keep beading, stay well. Remember, we love you and we love beads. Until next time, take care.